about future plans with the Mustang, future plans with the channel, the next few mods I'm going to be doing, what's on the list, and what's greatly going to bring us to that 11-second goal we have here. Got the Mustang sitting here, but we can't start the video like this. We got to swap them tires. All right, that's much better. We can't be riding around on those. We can't be seen on those. But driving from the track the other night, got bugs all over the front of the car. And then if you come around over here, you can see rubber all built up from the burnouts at the track. So yeah, I'm gonna go spray the car off, take you guys with us. Alright guys, so came park at a little quiet location outside the house so I can kind of go over the car and explain what I think is going to be the route of the car, what's going to get me to those times I want to be at and everything like that. The next mod I think I'm going to do, well basically let me break down what I think is the reason the car is not running the times it should be right now. Besides seat time and stuff like that, I think the way I was driving it wasn't terrible and that it should be running 11s, but the transmission in this car is a built TR 3650, so the third gear ratio in that transmission is the same ratio as fourth gear in the MT82. So like the MT82, you know, it's got its bad names and stuff like that, but it's a good ratio transmission for an all-motor Mustang for sure. So I went with those 410 gears and I thought that'd be enough, but it really wasn't. And that's no one to blame, not even myself really, but this car is so unique and not many people, first of all, not many people have coyote swapped it. And second of all, not many people, you can go a bunch of different routes. You can do T56 Magnum, a lot of people do like 6R80 swaps. There's so many different things you could do with it that to have this exact car that I have would just be, there really isn't many out there. I mean, there's a couple TR 3650 swap cars and stuff like that, but they aren't really drag racing them and stuff like that, so I can't really get information from anybody. It's just a huge learning experience. Every time I do a mod, I'm like, oh, this one worked good, oh, this one fucking sucked. So yeah, the car needs more gear. Bottom line, at the end of third gear, whenever I didn't even shift into fourth, I was trapping at 115 miles an hour. Like I said in previous videos, when I was doing the 410 gears, when I thought I had 327s in the car, I thought it'd be enough going to 410s with the calculator, but I actually had 373s in the car, which I should have just popped open the diff and took a look for myself. But you know, you win some, you lose some. Everything's a learning experience. You got to take it for that. But yeah, the 410s at the end of fourth gear, I'm at 150 miles an hour. You're not doing 150 on motor. Like nobody's doing 150 on motor. So I want to be close to the end of fourth gear. I want to be in that power the whole time at the track. It's like first gear pulls all right, popped a wheelie, shout out. First gear pulls all right, second gear's okay. Third gear, man, third gear's so fucking long. It's from like 65 miles an hour to 115. It feels like you're in third gear for 2 days. But I have my buddy Christian, who has a fully built rear end with 35 spline axle spool rear end, which I am kind of skeptical about with the spool, but this car isn't a daily. It doesn't get many miles put on it at all, and that'll just give me a reason to full send it, get a trailer to the track in case I break something. But yeah, I'm kind of skeptical about like street driving because I do like to roll race and stuff like that on a spool, but I think it'll be okay. The amount of miles I put on it, you know, maybe 3,000 miles a year if I'm lucky. I think it'd be okay. But it's a fully built 8.4 to 8.8 rear end, so it should bolt right up to mine, and then I could either hold mine in case something happens, which I don't think I have a fraction of enough power to do any damage to that rear end. But I am skeptical about these axles, these stock 28 spline axles that come stock with the car. I was about to get the tubes welded, but this rear end that I might be getting has welded tubes, spool, 35 spline axles. It's fully built with 471 gears. And if you go online and do the calculator, 471 gears will put me right at like 128 at the end of 4th gear, which is perfect for me because I really want to be trapping around 120, 122. And I want to run on the setup how it is now. I think I could run an 1150. The car's light, it makes power, car's moving. I mean, it's running 12.0 and I'm only going into 3rd gear. It ran 12.0, not touching 4th gear. So that's pretty good. It's cutting a 1.7 60 foot. With that rear end, I'll get a lot more aggressive on that. I'd like to get that 60 foot down to about 1.5. I think that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, that will probably be the next mod I get. And then shortly after that, probably by the next time I go to the track after putting that rear end in, I'd like to get a 2-step for the car so I could hold RPM. I want to be launching the car at about 6,000 RPM. I think that's what it likes from learning at the track. I think this car likes about 6,000 RPM at launch. So if I get a 2-step to hold it, I think that would be a big game changer for the car. And then shortly after that, I would like to get an N-gauge, get some 47-pound injectors, and just say fuck it and get on the 85. Because like I said, if I'm doing everything else, what's another inconvenience? You know, you can't street drive the car that much anymore. Fuck it, I'll get a barrel, go get some good, like test E, get good E. If it's not good, I'll make a little concoction with some like E98 and stuff to bring it up to E85, and we'll be rocking and rolling. This thing will be a bad motherfucker. Down the line, if I want to stay on motor, I was thinking about doing heads and cam, but I really don't think it's worth it with the Coyotes, man. Like, these cars on E and stuff are gonna make 440, 450 maybe to the wheels if you're lucky, 440. But with heads, cam, E and everything, I've seen them make like 475. So it's like, do you spend thousands of dollars with dual overhead cams on this car, 1,500 bucks for cams, installing them, getting them degreed, port the heads, port and polish heads and everything like that, spend $4,000 or $5,000 for 25 horsepower? If you ask me, fuck no. I'll do 100 shot of nitrous, get 100 horsepower out of it, and I think this car will eat that up all day. 550 wheel horsepower. The only weak link then would be probably that TR 3650. It already doesn't like shifting in high RPM, but I was just sending it. And then of course the clutch. The clutch is pretty upset with me about the other night. We're not getting along too well. Got it pretty hot and riled up and just kept on beating on it. It's fine, but I did realize that it was letting go. I would try to slip it towards the end, and I was cutting like 1.7 60 foots in the beginning, so I was doing the same thing every time, but it was like I'd go to slip it and then the clutch would just let go and it would jump me back and then bog a little, and it just wasn't a good time. I shouldn't have ran it that many times, I don't think. Nothing with the motor. The motor's great. I changed the oil in this car every like 300 miles because every mile on this car just about is a hard mile. It's beat on. I roll race the car, revving it to 7,800 RPMs, banging gears. I drag race the car. I get reactions with the car. I launch the car in the street. I drive the car for what I built it for, and I'm not gonna just build a car with no fucking air condition and aluminum Kirky seat and then go take it for a weekend cruise. That's just not what I built the car for. I didn't build it to be the fastest drag racing car, but this will be a pretty good all motor car if you ask me. What I think I need to do, get that 471 gear. I would go possibly 456, but I don't know. I think the 471 in like having 128 at the end is plenty enough mile an hour for me. I really do. Because I'm gonna stay on motor for a while and just see what I could do. Because I think once you start doing power adders, and like I don't want to sound like that guy, but shit's gonna start breaking and everyone knows that. So I like how the car is set up. You can beat the shit out of it. You could drive it as hard as you want. I got oil pump gears done. I got all new timing components. I got the motor's healthy. So knock on glass. Shout out Tuned by Norm. Knock on glass to save my ass that the car should take the power level 440, 450 horsepower all day, every day. And if I wanted to really chase times down the line, once I buy my next property, I think, because I need to stop putting money into the car for a little bit and just enjoy it, race people, see what it could do as is. But once I buy my next property, I think I would be willing to put 100 shot of nitrous on it. I really do. And I think it'd roll out. I think we could run 10s with 100 shot. But yeah, that's the future plans with the car. That's the future plans with the channel. I'll make a deal with you guys. If next time I take this car to the drag strip on that rear end that I'm probably gonna buy next weekend, if I don't run an 11-second pass, everyone who comments down below anything, I'll Venmo you $5. So I don't care if we get 100 comments and I got to send out 500 bucks. I will be willing to make that bet that I know what the problem is. So if anyone wants to comment down below, you can comment anything down below. You can comment, you ain't gonna run an 11, whatever you want to comment. Comment and like the video. And if I don't run an 11-second pass next time I'm at the drag strip, I'll comment back on each of y'all's Venmo and send y'all $5 each, which I don't plan on doing. But that's how confident I am the car's gonna run an 11 next pass. Yeah, that's about all the mods I have in mind right now. Get the rear end with the 471 gears, put this joint on E85 and let her rip. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know this isn't like a racing video or install or anything like that. It's kind of just an update on the future plans of the car, but yeah, let me know what you want to see. Maybe that could be your comment that you're going to comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want to see video wise and stuff like that. I got them street tires. Looks like a pretty good stretch right here. I might rip a fat burnout with those one day. I could get that on video. That'd be pretty sick. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys have a good 4th of July next weekend. I'm gonna keep on pumping some videos out. I got a couple plans. Next video I would like to do is how much it costs, because I get 10-15 DMs a day asking me how much it costs to do everything. So I think it'd be a good idea to get a full parts breakdown, everything I could remember with all the exact prices, and I'll really sit down and try to get everything in there and get a video out for you guys that is how much it costs to coyote swap your Mustang, your new Edge. And then I could go through like different options you could do, more budget friendly options. I could do exactly how much I spent. I'm an open book with you guys. I'm not a grudge racer. I'll tell you my times, I'll tell you how much I spent, I'll tell you how much power the car has, I'll tell you what I'm doing to the car, whatever. It don't matter to me. I just want to pump content out, help as many people as I can. And yeah, if anybody has questions or anything like that, you can comment in the videos. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram at It's Just a 2Val. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. I'll see you in the next one. Later.